All right.
All right, what's up?
Another episode. Fresh feed number 2.
Woo!
March 21st, 2019. How you doing, Andre?
I'm good. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
I feel you. You know, doing adult things is
You feel me?
yeah.
All right. Well, it's the Google episode.
Go.
A lot of shit. A lot of shit going on in Google Town.
A lot of really exciting things popping up. Some new
Yes.
phone stuff, new gaming stuff. Like, what else can we ask for? Just lots of just popping.
Yeah, Google announced the Stadia service over the last week. We've got pictures of the controller. We're gonna speculate on the pricing, and we'll just give a brief overview of this service. So it's gonna be, think of this. I don't know how many of you guys remember this. Back in the day, there was a subscription service like this called OnLive.
I actually haven't heard of that.
You've never heard of this?
No.
So
Yeah, I actually have.
think of like, you know the NVIDIA Shield, right?
Yeah.
Or like a Steam box, the Steam Link.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
PlayStation TV. So all of those had a predecessor, and it was called OnLive.
Okay.
It had its own controller, it had its own box, all of it. You could stream AAA titles to your TV, just HDMI, connect it to your Wi-Fi, whatever.
Okay.
The
So it was like,
latency. No, go ahead. What did
so
you
it was
wanna
like
say?
that. What's that box thing that? So like, it was like $100. You can put like emulators on.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, never mind. I forget what.
The Soldier game.
The soldier.
Yeah.
Soldier.
No, it's you don't put things on it, you just stream it over the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was back in, let me get a date for you. Hold on. This was a few years ago. This was in this was in the early 2000s, right around 2000. I'd say we first started hearing about this in 2005.
Okay.
The system had a huge hype up. It did not do well.
It failed.
For the reason being that one, the controller, I believe, had bad battery life and just felt like shit.
That sucks.
Yeah, and the latency was god awful. So you'd hit a button on screen, you wouldn't see it till at least a second later.
Okay.
Sometimes more, depending on the game that you were streaming and your internet connection.
So a lot of lag.
Yeah, horrible lag. And it just didn't do well. So the Stadia gets rid of all that except for the controller aspect.
Okay.
So the controller, it looks like what Google would do if they made the PlayStation 4 controller. And I'm not mad at it. I really like it. I'm a PlayStation fan. I like PlayStation consoles. So the rumored specs, or at least their projection for this thing, at launch, they're going to be able to do 1080p 60 frames with a 20 to 30 megabit per second connection, which is a big feat for having such a slow internet connection. Most people nowadays, with Comcast, you can get like 50 megabits for a decent price.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you only need about 25 to 30 is saying a lot for their infrastructure.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it. That's all you need to play anything. Like,
yeah, we could be on the verge of totally, hardwareless gaming now.
Yeah.
Because apparently all you need is the controller. It authenticates your Google account, and then you can go right into it, which is cool. So basically, any device that you can get Google-based apps on, you can get the Stadia app, whether it be a smart TV or a tablet, phone, you name it.
on anything.
Right. Now, their projection is within the next, I don't know how many years, let's say 5.
Okay.
They would like to be able to stream 4K 60 FPS with about a 50 megabit connection,
Ooh,
which is ridiculous.
really ridiculous.
Because 4K is not an easy thing to stream steadily.
Like we have well, for me, cameras, we have always 8K, but we have nothing to use it for. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Well, 8K footage just is not a norm right now unless you're in like the filmmaking world.
like me, but totally
Right.
different.
But I don't know, man. I'm excited. I really hope this pulls through. I'd like to see this succeed. I'm strongly considering getting this, you know, if it was like Netflix prices, I would 100% jump on this.
Man.
Uh,
Well, you got,
you know, I would. No, go ahead.
like, you're good. It's like, because you know how, like, I'm hoping it's like Netflix prices as well, because you know how Sony service is like $20 a month.
Yeah.
I think Xbox is the same. I don't remember. It's probably more pricier with Microsoft or Xbox, but anyways, but yeah, if it can be that, I'll be outstanding for, so everybody can play games. There's no excuse for anybody at all.
Yeah,
Plus,
you don't have to chalk a whole bunch of money at a console every 5-6 years.
exactly. Plus, it's a streaming service, so
Right.
you don't have to go in the store. You can be like butt naked if you want to, and you still play video games.
Exactly. I could have my dick out playing God of War on my couch at 4 a.m. if I want.
Man,
And I don't have to see a single soul unless I want to.
yeah, you can black it out, chill.
Exactly. Yeah, the looks of this controller, it looks very similar to a PlayStation 4 controller. I think it looks a little bit more ergonomic in my opinion, because the PlayStation 4 controller, it's nice. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
The sticks look a little bit more spaced out,
Mm-hmm.
and they look like Xbox One sticks.
Yeah,
And I like that.
I like that too. And also,
Yeah.
they went with the YXAB format
Right.
for the buttons.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's going to play into what kind of games are available, first party and third, but we'll see.
Yeah.
On the face of the controller, you've got your typical like start/menu button.
Mm-hmm.
You've got what looks like options button, and then underneath those two, it looks like a capture button.
Yeah.
And a Google Assistant button.
What?
So something they were showing in their press conference, or at least the information around the press conference, was the ability to say, Andre, you're getting your ass beat in a level of a game.
Yeah.
And you want to look up a walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit Google Assistant, say, hey, Google, look up, a walkthrough for this game, whatever part of the game it is. You can watch the video over top of the game that you're playing. It's suspended, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's not just running. Watch your video, exit out, go straight back into the game. Very useful.
That would be that.
Don't have to pull out your phone and try to do the like, oh fuck, where am I?
Yeah,
it's
in some games you can't even exit out of the menu, so it's like you have to exit out the whole game, save where you're at. Hopefully you save, because if you don't, you lost all that progress and you gotta start over again. But so I hope this is like a game changer. It sounds like a game changer. I'm excited for it. I'm very pumped. There's no release date yet. Hopefully, I believe in October, they're saying, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, sometime Q3, we'll see. Hopefully sooner. They've been testing this for the last year, from what they said. So
yeah,
hopefully we see something around E3, more elaboration on this. But yeah, the onstage demo was cool. They were playing it on a Chromebook, a phone, a tablet, and a smart TV. So just to name a few options. But this is, I think, also a double marketing strategy for the Android equipped TVs, which I own one.
Okay.
This, if the Android TVs get the update for this, like the current ones, and even the lower end TVs
Yeah.
that have Android, complete game changer. Because
Ga-
not only can you get a 4K Android TV for under $500 now, you can get Google Stadia for Netflix pricing, hopefully,
Hopefully.
and have no need to buy a console anymore. Another $400 or $500.
That's it actually really blows my mind. Actually, like
We're in the future, everyone. This is it. This is
2019,
what your dad dreamed of in the 80s.
playing the
All right.
freaking Atari and Nintendo system.
Exactly. Now, this is not the only Google news that has been circulating. The Pixel 4 and 4 XL have been leaked officially.
Oh snap!
So there's a couple sources reporting on this now. They're going to be roughly the same look and size of the previous models. No yes or no on, if it's going to be a notch style phone. I hope not. So just a quick rumored spec sheet. It's going to use the current LG OLED panel that's in the V and G series phones.
Okay.
It's looking like we're going to get I think an 8 megapixel selfie camera.
Okay.
And there's something I'm adding on to that, but I'll touch on that after this.
All right.
The rear cameras, it's going to be a dual lens instead of a single.
That's dope.
So I don't know if they're gonna take a page out of LG's book and do a regular and a wide, or like the Huawei's where they do a regular and a monochrome for more depth of field.
Yeah, like a tele and a regular. Yeah.
Right. So I hopefully we get a wide angle. That would be really nice.
That would be pretty dope. You get the whole scene.
Yeah, wireless charging, I'd assume is going to be another option in this phone. It's a glass back, it looks like. It's going to be running Android Q, which is the successor to 9.
Okay.
No official name or number or anything on that yet. Looking like a Snapdragon 855.
Okay.
6 gigabytes of RAM, which is a nice upgrade from the previous model.
Yeah, huge upgrade.
Yeah, and a programmable assistant button, I believe.
What?
Yeah, take that, Samsung fuckers. Fuck your Bixby button.
I need a, because I'm not familiar with Google Pixel. Like, I've always seen it. I heard good stuff about it. The 3 is already out, and they have the Pixel 3 XL.
They're good phones. For the price, I would say it's the best Android experience that you can get out of box.
Okay.
Hands down. What really has been pushing this phone for a lot of people, not just myself, but really the whole Android market, is the camera software. Not just the lens, but the software.
Okay.
Something about their software and how they've optimized it just kicks the shit out of Apple's camera, Samsung's camera, everyone.
Man.
And from the looks of it, they might be picking up on the AI trend while combining their already great camera software.
Ooh.
Not 100%, but that would be a nice addition.
That sounds like ice on the cake, bro. Like, if you have a bag of lemons, life gives you lemons. You make a chocolate cake. You make them wonder how they fucking did it. But
life gives you lemons. You make a Google cake. And in the vein of AI, not everybody wants to get in deep to their settings and go into manual mode and all of this.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be able to pull out their phone, let the phone do the work, figure out what it's taking a picture of, automatically find the best settings. Very handy. I have an LG V30. It's starting to hit its last leg. But the recent AI camera addition to the software has changed photos for me.
Okay.
And it like reinvigorated the phone to make me want to use the camera again.
Man, I might have to switch to this.
Hey man,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
could I switch to Samsung to Apple? Now I'm about to switch to Apple to this. Like,
Hey, you know, whatever keeps you from spending over $1,000 on a phone, man, I'm all for it.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so the Pixel 4 and 4 XL rumored pricing is going to be similar to the current models. So you're looking at about $799 for the base model, 64 gigs, 64 or 128, hopefully 128. But entry data sizes, you're looking at $799, $899,
Okay.
and then $100 extra for the larger capacities.
So what happens?
Not bad.
That's not bad at all. But what happens if they go the 5G route? Because I guess people are switching to that right now.
Well, so Android Q is supposed to be like the flagship operating system for 5G networks.
Okay.
Yeah, complete, overhaul on security settings, location, multitasking, utilization. It's a full facelift of like everything we've seen in Android up until this point.
All right.
So who knows? It looks like, Android's moving towards the all apps on homepage type layout like an iPhone.
Okay.
I hope they retain the option for an app drawer because I'm an app drawer guy. But I'm excited. I've been holding out on getting a new phone because I just want to see what everybody's putting out for this year. I've got the money for one. I'm just waiting.
Man, I'm about
it
to.
was almost the Razer Phone 2, but I'm hopeful now.
Man, yeah, I'm about to switch up my game real quick too when it comes out.
Yeah, bro. Think about it.
I'm thinking
Apple's expensive.
Apple is expensive.
They make great products, but god damn it, are they expensive?
Yeah. I might have to shoot this one down. Sorry, Apple, but
you just lost another one.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Man. Google.
Now.
So what's up?
No, what?
What? I'm gonna say Google.
Finish what you were saying.
I was gonna say Google is a great company. That's all.
Google is a great company. Here's some reasons why. Google's market share of Android users is, I believe, as of right now, a little over 53%.
Holy shit!
So, 53% of all mobile phone users own an Android. Apple, they're about 40.
Whoa.
They're not quite the rest of it because some people still use Blackberries. I don't know why, but Apple is basically the other half of that.
Oh,
so Android is, I think with with what Google, they've been on a great growth trend lately, and they've done it in no time flat. I think they'll be able to completely shut out. I don't know about completely because Apple has a fucking grip on their customers, but
yeah, they have a huge grip.
I think they'll eventually, as the Android platform betters in the coming years, Google will be neck and neck for functionality and adaptability with Apple. Because really the only thing that I think keeps Apple people around is the compatibility between devices.
Yeah.
You have one account, you can get all your shit on any device that they make.
Mm-hmm.
Google doesn't quite have that yet. They're getting very close. But as Google acquires more, subdivisions and different companies that do different things, they're building their portfolio to give Android users that Apple-like experience.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy to get to that point or even close to it because I'm a long-time Android user. I've stayed away from Apple products for most of my life, done fine without them. I mean, I had an iPod, but, who cares?
That's an iPod.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only good music player really anymore.
They don't make iPods anymore or iPod Touches, huh?
Well, no. Excuse me. Yeah, not really. You can see Apple's shift.
Mm-hmm.
um, it's easy to see that they just don't give a shit about their outliers anymore. You know, they're beating their fan base over the head with bigger, pricier devices as like a, hey, guess what? We don't offer this anymore, but
We have
buy one of our
yeah.
$1,200 phones and it does the same thing, and you have a phone. Like, you know,
And they eat it up like it's candy. Like, oh my god!
oh, I can listen to music and use my phone. What the fuck? But
No, it's true. It's true.
yeah,
It's true.
Google still has a multifaceted user base, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everybody owns an Android phone, but they have Android, maybe a tablet or a Chromebook or an Android TV.
Yeah.
So they're spreading out more to give people the Android experience more readily. And I feel like if they just get that experience, the user experience and the adaptability down to Apple's level, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And the gap is gonna fucking widen like it has never before.
You want to know the funny part is? No,
What, Andre?
people that use Apple, I bet you most of those people still search through Google Chrome.
Oh, 100%. It's the number one web browser worldwide.
Exactly.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
I don't know why I wouldn't either. You know, I'm just
I
saying.
know people that still use Safari. My dad. But it's just not seamless like it should be. It's really clean and, you know, simple,
Yeah.
but there's no customization, there's no personalization. The utility is, you know, not anywhere near what Google has accomplished with Chrome. And I feel like that's one of their major like benefactors these days. And, you know, one of the things that's pushing them ever closer to being the top dog 100% of the time.
Hell to the his, yeah. Like,
Now, speaking, what did you say?
no, I was just saying, heck
Say
yeah.
it right now. Say it.
I said what I said, boy. Said what I said, sir.
I'm not a boy. I'm in my 20s. All right. So speaking of Google's growth as a company, I'm going to list just a few of the not only companies but the services that they offer. So the top 4 companies that Google owns right now would be YouTube
Mm-hmm.
as one, Google Maps,
Oh, yeah.
huge service. I couldn't tell you anyone that doesn't use Google Maps. AdSense,
Mm-hmm.
partnering with, you know, their affiliates to provide advertising monetization for content. YouTubers are very familiar with it. And DoubleClick.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like an online publishing thing for web traffic, product sales, tracking, stuff like that. But those are just 4 of the companies that they have affiliated with them, not to mention Android. You know, they have their Drive service. Nest is now, you know, Google partnered. They have Sidewalk, which is urban innovation, developing like smart city type stuff,
Mm-hmm.
urban problem solving. Waymo with their self-driving cars. They've got what is it? Verily healthcare and prevention research technologies. They've got their toes in every fucking thing. And Apple cannot say the same.
They can't.
Again, I'm not shitting on Apple, but it's hard to deny like hard facts.
It's cold facts right there. They're cold blooded. They've been like, you know, put my seat a little here, put my seat a little over there. I got my hand over there. Like it's a big major company that is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one day it's gonna take over, and hopefully,
Right.
it might pass Apple. Not quite sure because anything can happen.
I mean, Apple is the first $1 trillion company,
Yeah.
Worldwide, which does say a lot as to the, marketing, how loyal their fan base is. I just feel like Google is eventually going to get to that point where they're doing too much shit all the time for Apple to be like, well, we got this thing. And Google's going to be like, well, we have the number one thing,
Yeah.
we've had it. So what the fuck? But yeah, Apple's stock just, I think it's down right now because of the the soon to be announced devices. They just announced devices. I don't know why they would want to update the, catalog so soon, but
Yeah.
got to stay fresh to compete.
Because I think Google is up like 79% right now.
Check that. I need facts.
I'm about to check it right now.
Yeah, but
well, Google is at 79%. I was close.
You were close.
Yeah.
Apple is only up about 3.68%.
Oh yeah, see like
at $195.09 a share. They're seeing quite a steep drop in the last 6 months. This is the lowest it's been in the last 6 months. With a projected growth back up to about, it looks like, roughly an 80-cent growth within the end of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Google is just going up and up though. Since
Google's going fucking ham. They're having a big year.
Yeah.
Not only that, but
yeah.
Google, constantly acquiring. Oh, by the way, I don't know how I forgot to mention this shit. Fucking Disney.
This bot fucking Fox.
Exactly, bro. Oh my god, it's about time we get a good fucking X-Men movie. Oh my god. Not to shit on, Days of Future Past or First Class, which I think were fantastic movies. Apocalypse was okay.
Yeah.
It had its issues, but, I still acknowledge it as a great telling of certain Marvel stories.
Yes.
But you look at Fantastic Four and just the shit show that was the most recent remake of that franchise. Which was awful.
I love my Michael B. Jordan, but
great actor, not Fantastic Four.
Man.
And now he's Killmonger, arguably one of the best Marvel villains we've had in years.
Right?
Complete fucking 180. Super proud of that guy. But Disney, what doesn't Disney fucking own nowadays in terms of, popular media?
Well, they basically own a lot. Like think about it. They just got, Fox, FX, all those different networks through that network. Hopefully, I'm not quite sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But the Star Wars, parts of Marvel,
LucasArts. Oh, I completely forgot Lucasfilm. Holy shit, dude!
They bought that.
Oh my god!
They've been holding that for
another thing, dude. We wouldn't have these new Star Wars movies without Disney. Ugh. My childhood cannot handle the amount of shit I've been able to see in my lifetime recently. Like you dream about this stuff as a kid, reading comics, watching whatever it was that Disney was putting out back in the day, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, whatever, Toy Story. Never did we think in our wildest dreams that it would ever get to this point. Because, episode 3 of Star Wars came out and we were like, oh shit, this is it. This is the story, And then Force Awakens comes out.
Everybody was, going ape shit.
I went, but I pooped in my pants when I saw the trailer. But a lot of people, upon viewing the film said, oh, it's just the first movie over again, episode 4. But what a lot of people don't understand is you have to retell this story for current audiences. Because not only are the old heads able to reflect on it and go like, oh, fuck, I remember that. gives me that warm feeling again. But the new kids can go, damn, that was fucking awesome, and leave that movie wanting to be a Jedi.
Exactly.
And I feel like it was done just well enough to where that message was conveyed. You know, a lot of people didn't like Last Jedi. I thought it was cool.
I liked it. I had no problem with it at all. But
yeah, but I'm also like 3 years old when I go to the movies, and I just watch it like a fucking child. Like, oh, it's pretty.
Look at the pretty colors.
Yeah. Ooh, lightsabers, yay! But yeah, but oh, dude, I can't tell you the amount of times I've come out of like a Star. Even when I went to see The Matrix, let's take it back.
Take way back.
When I went to go see The Matrix in theaters, let's get a release date on that. I think it was like early 2000s.
You know who was supposed to play?
Neo?
Yeah.
Who was it? I don't remember.
Will Smith.
That's right, bro. That's right. Oh my god, I'm so glad they didn't go with that casting. Not that I don't like Will Smith. He has his roles. This was not a Will Smith movie.
I wonder what it'd be like if it was Will Smith, though.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Day.
I don't want to think about it because Keanu Reeves was such a perfect pick for that.
Oh, yes.
Release date for the original Matrix film, March 31st, 1999. How old do you feel, Andre?
I feel pretty old.
Bro, I had this on VHS.
I did too.
And I forgot where we got it because it had Spanish subtitles that you couldn't get rid of, and I was mad.
You probably got it.
I think I got it. I think we got it at Food for Less or something. But
Food for Less.
Yeah, but you leaving the Matrix movie as a kid, you left like, I wish somebody'd walk up to me right now, get their ass beat. You thought you could take on a fucking army after that movie. And I feel like the new Star Wars movies are doing that for kids all over again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Giving them that confidence that, like, you know, life is really bigger than just the shit right here, right now. And I cannot wait for the title announcement and the first teaser for the 9th film, which could very well be the last in the main series until further notice.
Yeah.
But Disney, man, ridiculous. This is the Google episode, but Disney is just
it's taking over this Google.
Snatching up. They're snatching up everyone. Hide your kids, hide your properties. It's over.
Man, it's just mind-blowing how time is now. It's, man.
You give something enough time and your dreams may come true.
Like, I still remember walking into that Blockbuster.
Bro. Exactly.
Oh.
And that's another thing with, like, the recent Captain Marvel movie. They recreated, like, down to a T what the inside of a Blockbuster would have looked like back then. I believe down to, like, the candy that they had on the shelves.
Bro, I haven't even seen it yet. Stop.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but
man,
just to name a few things about that amazing company. Not only that, but Disney World, the park, amazing.
I haven't been to Disney. I've been to Disneyland.
Oh, we got to take a trip. Let's go, guys trip.
All right.
Go to Florida, get swamped out, catch black lung, and come back.
All right, cool. I'm gonna grab a turkey leg because I always grab a turkey leg.
Hell yeah, smoked turkey leg. Oh,
with the barbecue sauce. With the barbecue sauce.
Get that little crispy skin on the back.
Ooh.
I just peed myself.
Kind of wet over here too. It's okay.
Get a little moist in the seat.
Man, make my mouth water too.
My God. But yeah, man, Google having a hell of a year. I only hope to see their growth continue. Hopefully we can get Andre back over to the light side, to the Jedi Force.
Bro, I'm about to be the badass Jedi ever. Bro, you go to the light, then you go to the dark, and come back to the light.
You come back, bro, like Revan.
Exactly.
Fucking, let's do it.
All right.
Let's be Android brothers again.
Okay.
Even though iMessage is arguably the best messaging application available.
That's if Google can get that, game over.
I can only hope they work towards that. It looks like that's gonna be the end game, is just match Apple and surpass it.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I'm down.
I've waited long enough. I've waited long enough, Google. Bring it to me.
Give it to me.
Give it to my baby.
All right, man.
Came home last night. You wouldn't look it to me. All right. Well, that's been the Google episode. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
All right.
Any last words, Andre?
You know what? My last words is like, subscribe. If you want some more content will be on the way. Thank you for guys listening. Really, we just started this, and we really appreciate trying to build a fan base out of this.
Any listening and viewership really helps. Subscribe, leave a comment, like this video. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's been Andre. I've been Nick. We out of here.
All right.